So yesterday was one of my favorite days of the year, NFL Kickoff Sunday. Woohoo! So I got my chili, I got my chips and salsa, I got my high blood pressure medication, and my vodka. I was ready for the Cowboys game. So the Cowboys won 34-20, very respectable numbers. I enjoyed my chili, I enjoyed my chips and salsa. I was worried I was going to have to reach for the high blood pressure medication in the first half, but never had to think about the vodka option. So overall, a good game. So Dallas 34-20, decisive win. I got to throw the negative in here. Dallas looked okay against a mediocre team. Sorry, Tampa Bay, you guys are kind of in transition right now. So Dallas looked okay. They was a lot better in the second half than the first half, and they won the game. They got a lot of work to do before next week. First, in the first half, they drove me crazy. There was no run defense. All Caddock Williams and all the other running backs, they're just plowing through Dallas. They look like a freight train, little Dallas Cowboys flapping off of them. And then, what's going to happen next week? Brandon Jacobs is going to look like a 747 going through the line with little Dallas Cowboys flapping off of him. So the run defense was just absolutely terrible, especially in the first half. They're really going to need to step up defense in that area before they meet the Giants next week. On the flip side, how come the Cowboys had so little run offense in the first half? We got this fantastic lineup of running backs. I thought that we'd be using them to, just grind down the Bucs. But instead, in the first half, our running backs got very little time, very few snaps. So disappointed to see that. Something that the Cowboys have been doing over the past couple years that is just driving me absolutely crazy is the first half, they just don't quite seem with it, there's just nothing really happening. They just seem kind of anemic. And then it's like in the middle of the third quarter, they go, it's like they wake up and they go, we're in a football game. Oh, okay, great, bring it. And then they turn it on. And sometimes that's enough and they win, and sometimes it's not. And it's just very stressful for me. So I really want them to pace themselves a little better and to really give the effort through all four quarters, because this comeback in the fourth quarter or really look strong in the fourth quarter thing is just driving me crazy. Let's see. So is Dallas better off without Terrell Owens? Well, in this game, not having T.O. did not seem to be a factor. Again, it's a little too early to tell, but all of the wide receivers posted some fantastic numbers, as did Tony Romo. Patrick Creighton answered the call. My biggest complaint about Creighton was he was inconsistent. Yesterday, he was a picture of consistency. He made a couple very nice catches, made some good moves on the field. Patrick, keep it up. You looked really good. I'm hoping that this year is when you bring it to the next level of wide receivership. I don't know if that's really a word. Roy Williams. Okay, Roy had that big 66-yard play. That looked really good, but the rest of his playing looked lackadaisical. He's not sharp enough. Roy, you got to sharpen it. You got to be the multi-million-dollar man and make all your plays sharp and concise. There's just too much slop factor going on in here, and you've really got to focus and clean that up. Miles Austin had a couple really nice runs, so good for him. Again, I think if he stays healthy, he'll produce some good numbers this year. I was pleased that the offense tried a wildcat formation there in the first half. They didn't get all that much off of it. They only got 3 yards. It didn't work exactly the way it should have, but that they're willing to try new things is very encouraging. I would like to say congratulations to Flozell Adams. He made it through the game with only committing 1 penalty. Woohoo! Way to go, Flozell! I think Flozell was the second most penalized player in the league last year. So Flozell, if you can keep it down to 1 per game, that would be fabulous. Okay, defense. So Dallas had a good defense last year. I didn't have a lot of complaints about it. But this week, defense didn't do the 3 basic things that it needs to do. 1, control the run. Run wasn't controlled for most of the game. 2, pressure the quarterback. There wasn't a single sack in this game. And at the end of the fourth quarter, Leftwich was tiring out. I think the fact that Leftwich was tiring out was more of a factor of pressure on him than what the Cowboys were putting on him. Last, create turnovers. The defense did not create any turnovers in yesterday's game. So defense, those 3 basic points, we got to get those fixed before the game against the Giants. The Giants aren't going to let us get away with that. So they meet the Giants in the brand new stadium, and oh wow. I think the Giants are going to hand them their butts in their brand new stadium opening. And I hate to say that, but the Cowboys that I saw on Sunday just are not going to win against the Giants I saw on Sunday. The Giants were looking good, really good. And I think that the Redskins are a better team than the Bucs right now. So Dallas, they got a week. A lot can happen in a week. I don't want to completely write them off, but I hope that Dallas is taking this seriously and really working on their tackling, their run defense, and really making the wide receivers even better, because Giants have a lot of punishing players, and Eli Manning is not going to wear out like Byron Leftwich. So they got their work cut out for them. Go boys! I hope they do it. I hope that everything comes together nicely and they cream the Giants. That would be absolutely fantastic, especially in the new stadium opening. So there were a lot of really good, positive things happen in this game. Keep it up, fix the problem spots, and let's go.